But I came here today, guys, to kind of talk about my journey, a little bit about myself. Okay. Back in my day, we didn't have an LDMC. We had something similar, though. I will say that I'm not here to dwell on any mistakes. We all make mistakes, right? I definitely made mine when I was younger as well. So I'm going to tell you all a little bit of background about myself. My mom is from here. Actually, my great uncle, the school that over there by Pride and the education center, that's actually my uncle, Marco Luis Cisneros, ML Cisneros. That's named after him. We've been here since 1905. And then, like I said, I moved back to the area about 2014, started a personal training business, and now I also go out around and speak to corporations, youth, athletic teams, and so forth now. Now, when I was about 5 years old, my father became paralyzed, caused my mom to start working jobs. We moved to Lockhart from the Dallas area. Her first job was Dairy Queen. There used to be a Dairy Queen where Little Charlie's is at now, and that was where she had to work, right? So my dad was paralyzed and sick. I have a twin brother. We started getting into a little bit of trouble. We were arrested multiple times in junior high for assault and vandalism. We luckily had some cousins and relatives that were in the school system, and they pretty much kind of put us on a straighter, better path. And after being arrested a few times, I knew I didn't want to live and start going down that path. With that being said, even though my father was sick, when I would see a disappointment in his eyes, I didn't want to keep on moving towards that route. So I want to put myself around people and environments that I wanted to emulate. So something more positive. Like I said, now with that being said, guys, all I'm trying to say is, well, y'all are young. Y'all are going to be adults longer in your life than you'll ever be adolescents and children. When you're 18, you're considered an adult. 20 years from 18, you're going to be 38 years old, and by that time, you've lived an adult life longer than you've ever lived an adolescent or child life. So what I'm trying to say is don't grow up too fast. What I also do want to say, I spoke with the boys last week, a little bit, my little group of 5 guys. I let them know, hey man, a lot of times when you conform, if you're not feeling like you're conforming, it's like a group, they a lot of times shun you out. And what I see when I see you guys are a lot of individual thinkers. I see individuals. You don't have to always conform. You can always be individualistic and do what you want. Think outside the box. A lot of times when you feel frustrated, people are going to lash out. You're not going to lash out, but you're going to do what's not going to be beneficial for you. Most important thing is people that do conform and stay in groups, and the groups that you might not fit in, they start judging you, right? Right? They start kind of like whispering behind your back. And when you lash out, act fools, get in trouble, all you're doing is proving them right. You don't matter to them, and to be honest, they probably don't matter to you. So why prove them right? Instead, you take that energy, you take that frustration, you turn around, you make it into a positivity. I knew I didn't want that. With that being said, I'm the first in my family to get a college education from my immediate family. Man, it took me 8 years, guys, to graduate with my college degree. My brother wound up going to the military. He since has been out from the military, and he's about to graduate college as a 41-year-old man this spring. His journey was a lot different than mine. We all had different backgrounds. We all had different traumas. I'm not going to sit here and be like, man, everybody on this side is like everybody on this side, or if some person sitting next to you has the same background and upbringing as a person on the other side next to you. Everybody has their own stuff they have to deal with. But I'm here to talk about what you can do with yourselves. How we all have, guys, this little power. Nobody talks about it. I'm going to talk to you guys about this today. We all have this power and this ability, and nobody's going to discuss that about you. So that's what I'm here to do. And I wish I knew this at your age, because right now, as teenagers, y'all are already kind of using this. The thing about adolescence, guys, is 12 years old to 19 years old, is y'all already have this internal ability to have this awareness about yourself and this level of thinking. I remember when I was y'all's age, man, I felt like nothing could touch me. I felt invincible. I had a self-belief in myself that if I went to the football field, I would go through my head every Thursday night how that Friday night game was going to go. And I know, depending on what you do, what your hobbies are, what your likes or dislikes are, you all do the same thing. Have you guys ever thought about something and it comes true? Like little something like, oh man, I can't believe that happened. You might call it deja vu, you might call it premonition. But no, that's called manifestation. It's called affirmations. The thing about that, guys, is in order to get something that you want in life, you have to believe it. And y'all guys are at that age, that time in your life, before life gets really hard, before you have to take care of children and maybe another spouse, or maybe your parents, to where you have more people to worry about. Right now, y'all guys are in a position, not only do you have self-belief, but you can actually make those things come true. It's called manifestation. You speak it through affirmations. And I know it might sound a little hippie-ish, but I tell you it's true. Because if y'all really look back, I was, man, I remember when I thought this in my head, or I said this out loud, and it came true. It's crazy. Guys, all the celebrities, anybody that's successful in some sort of capacity knows this in life. All right? Steve Harvey said, we are magnets. Like attracts like. Right? Like attracts like. We are magnets. So if you're positive, you're going to draw positivity. If you're negative, you're going to draw negativity. If you're kind, kindness will be represented back towards you and vice versa. Right? Like attracts like. Conor McGregor, I know most of us probably know who Conor McGregor is. He said if you could think it in your head and you have the courage enough to speak it out, you can make it happen. Because part of manifestation, guys, is the fact you got to speak what you want. You can't hold it in. Conor McGregor goes on to say that if you keep it inside, you're just holding it within you. Nobody will ever know that about you. You think about the legends in art, Van Gogh, Picasso, the great poet Walt Whitman. If they kept all of their art and all of their poetry in trunks, in briefcases, in their homes, they wouldn't be the artistic legends they are today, and nobody know about them. So if you want to speak and you want to be great, do whatever you want to do in life, you must speak that out. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he said, this relates to you guys right now. When he was young, he visualized his success. I've read 2 of his autobiographies. He started visualizing his success at 14 years old. At 14 years old, he started visualizing his success. He said mentally he had no doubt that he was going to be successful. The mind is a very powerful thing. Everything he wanted in life, he did. And guys, Arnold wasn't follow the rules type of guy. He was an individual. The dude would leave school early to go work out. One day it snowed so bad, everything in town shut down. He walked 2 miles in town, broke the window, went to the gym to go work out. In Austria, he had to go to the military for 2 years. He left one weekend to go do a bodybuilding show in the country next over to him. Came back 2 days later, they arrested him for going AWOL. When the Austrian military found out he won, they sat him in there. He was a tank driver. They sat him down and said, this is going to be a full-time job because you're bringing a positive light onto Austria. Because Austria was part of World War II Germany. A lot of people who live in Austria fought with the Nazis. And so they're trying to bring a positive light. So here's an individual, guys. It's okay to bend a few rules if it's for the right thing, if it's for not to hurt somebody. He wanted to come to America, he came to America. He wanted to win Mr. Olympia, he won Mr. Olympia. He wanted to be an actor, he was an actor. Funny thing is, he wanted to also be a millionaire, and he was a millionaire before he took his first leading role as Conan the Barbarian in the 1980s. He was already a millionaire based off the fact that he wanted so bad, he made his own landscaping business and became a millionaire off of that. Guys, not only is this stuff powerful to people, but stuff like this is literally written in passages and verses in the most printed book in human history, the Bible. The Bible tells you how to pray, tells you how to manifest. The Bible talks to you about your mindset. Proverbs 18:21 will sum it all up. Life and death come in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will bear its fruit. Life and death come from the power of the tongue, and those who love it will bear its fruit. Positivity and negativity come from your mouth, come from what you say, because what you say gives it life. And if you love it means, which means if you believe it, you will bear its fruit. Now you want to make sure what fruit, what affirmations and manifestations do you want to come to light? The ripe, sweet fruit, or the old, rotten fruit? It's all to y'all, guys. It is all to you. Now, guys, what I also want to talk to you about is some ways to have become successful outside of this as y'all get older. Okay? Because right now, guys, all y'all doing is y'all could do two things with y'all's lives right now, based being here at LDMC. You could take this and follow a lane, follow a path. Or you say, you know what? I'm growing. This is a season of my life, and I'm growing from this. And when I'm growing from this, I could do one or two things. I keep on going, what got me here, and I become an excuse, which means everything I did, I'm going to put a blame on my environment, on people that treated me bad, somebody didn't understand me, I'm lashing out, I'm making an excuse, and when you make an excuse, that becomes a victim, and life does not care about if you're a victim, I promise you. Right now, y'all are kids, and we want what's best for you guys. But as a whole, life does not care about you. People that don't know you do not care about you. And those that you might be associated with now, when they start their lives, they will care about you less and less. So it is about you. You could be an excuse, or you could use this time to grow as an individual, grow as a person, and you become a testimony. Well, what's testimony? What's what I'm doing to you right now? I was a little fool initially. Right? I learned I don't want this. Right? There's two ways you also go to. What do I want in life and what I don't want? And I think knowing what I didn't want in life was more important than what I wanted in life. So become a testimony and a victim, or a victor, or become an excuse and a victim. But when y'all get older, man, when y'all start graduating, let me tell you how y'all don't end up in poverty. First and foremost, graduate. Graduate high school. Graduate high school, then there's 3 routes you can take from there that I think about, or 4, because you go into sales if you want to. But I would say this: go to trade school, go to the military, or go to college. This is why, right? There's not a lot you can do unless you're super focused with just a high school degree or you know somebody, right? But if you go get a trade, welding, plumbing, electrician, other trades, it's not very expensive. You'll get financial aid. You're done within 18 months to 24 months. You're making good money as an apprentice. You pay off those loans, and now you start your life. Next, you go to the military. You go to the military, I would say retire, do a 20-year retirement. After that, you're 38, 39, 40 years old. You're having free money coming from your retirement, and you're young enough to start a new career. And 20 years from there, you retire again, and now you have 2 pensions coming in. And if you want to take something up after that, you can. Because the building y'all are in the building y'all are associated with right now, ML Cisneros, that's what he did. Went to the military, went and got his degree, got a pension from the military, got a pension from when he taught and worked, and then he was a judge after that and got paid from that. He had 3 sources of income. That's number 2. Number 3, go to college. Go to college, but find something specific. Don't do general studies. Don't do something that's broad. Find something specific: engineering, nursing, something that's specific that you know will make good money, because you don't want to spend all that money, get all those loans, go to college, and then you're making way less and have to pay those loans back. So find something specific. But those are all routes you could take. So that's number 1, get a degree. Get a degree. Number 2, find your career. So whenever you get that degree, find your career. It might take you a few times to job hop, that's okay. But with that being said, if you're doing that, you focus on you. Don't get married, don't have kids. If you're with somebody that doesn't have the same life goals, there's a small chapter in your life. It's best to do away with them, because, guys, you need to focus on you. Nobody will be there. Degree, career. Do not get married, have kids before you have a career in place. After your career is started, become financially stable. Make sure you have money. Make sure you're investing in your retirement. Make sure you have a financial advisor. That costs nothing. You go talk to somebody, say, hey, with my money, I'm going to give you a little bit of money each month. You put it in the right stocks, put in the right investments, I'm going to go from there. Then do y'all think about having a wife and kids and a family when you're all set? Because I will promise you, if you do any of having children, anything before those 3 things I just told you about, life is hard. Life is really hard. Do you understand? All right? If you go and have a kid or get married before you're stable, you have more mouths to worry about. Guys, this is what I want y'all to do. I'm talking about speaking things into affirmation. I remember when I was y'all's age, I want to come across as cool, but I want y'all guys just to close your eyes. This is what you're going to do. Go close your eyes. You'll just kind of do this right here. And when you do this, you'll go speak what you want. I don't care if it's a lot of things. I'm going to give you all a few seconds. If it's 3 things, 1 thing, but just close your eyes and think that. Just speak it out. And you speak that every day for the next 7 days and to see if anything starts coming for that. But you make it a mantra for yourself. So everybody, would y'all please just close your eyes? Everybody close your eyes. That means nobody's staring at you. Close your eyes. Now put your hands over your mouth like I showed, like you're screaming out something. Now just put it out. Just put it out there. I don't care about the person sitting next to you guys, because trust me, in a year you're probably not going to hang on in the first place anyways. And if you say it to your hands, throw it out. And y'all might not do it now. Do it when you get home. Y'all might think it's not even cool now, but then when you get in a few years or a few days, you're going to say, oh man, it relates. All right, guys. I do want to thank y'all for giving me your time. Thank y'all for being so courteous to me. If y'all have any questions, I'll be here for about 30 minutes after this. But y'all guys go enjoy this stuff. Y'all have a lot of people that are here that want the best for you guys. Thank y'all for y'all's time. And I hope it all works out for you guys. I look forward to seeing you. I'll be back in a few weeks as far as back over there with the gym, showing you guys some more workouts, okay? Thank y'all.